Welcome to Sew Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today I would like to introduce you to a new cutting system. Yes, we still have a mat and a ruler, but this mat and ruler is definitely very unique. So the first thing I want to talk about is this mat. It looks like a regular mat. It's a good heavy mat. It is two-sided, and it has those beautiful numbers on it. And in this case, we have the 1, 2, 3 going on two sides. Then on this side, we have the half sizes. So we have a half, 1.5, 2.5. So we can always rotate that if we're doing more of a half measurement than full measurements. The inside measurements are 24 inches by 20 inches, which means we can use this for a full fat quarter. That whole fat quarter could be spread out on this and be used. It is self-healing, but what is very unique about this mat is what you don't see in the mat. There is a metal core inside of this mat, which makes this mat magnetic. Now this is put on by the Sew Tights company, and they are well known for their little Sew Tight magnets. Now they have this system. So we have a magnetic mat. So magnets stick on top of this, and it's going to help hold anything down that we need to have it held down. That metal really makes this a heavy, sturdy mat. And it means that we can use the matching magnetic ruler. The ruler is your traditional 6.5-inch ruler, and it's 24 inches. It has beautiful turquoise markings and black markings. We do have our degrees, the 45, the 60-degree angles, and these little dots are not dots at all. They're magnets. So the ruler is going to stick right onto this cutting mat, which means our fabric is going to stay put, and we don't have to worry about the ruler shifting. The ends are beveled, so we're going to be able to just pick that up with our hands. And let me show you some of the fun things that I have discovered about this system. The first thing that I like this system for is straightening off my first edge. I'm right-handed, so I normally cut on the right side. But if I'm cutting fabric, I need to cut it on the left side. Now, I've trained myself to be able to cut with both hands. That's definitely a fun thing to teach yourself how to do. Having that magnetized is definitely going to help because this ruler is going to be on good and strong. Now with the kit, they have these little boosters. So we have these magnets that put that on in a medium strength. But if I put on these extra magnets, that really doesn't move now. Do not need to worry about having your hand in the way. This is taking place of that strength. So I'm going to be able to just cut, and I can straighten that edge up. So it's something you can always train yourself to do. However, we still can straighten this up. So line up everything. Leave those extra magnets on, and then on this side, put some of those extra magnets that come with the set, and that way I can rotate this mat. And I don't need to worry about that fabric shifting. A lot of times when we rotate the mat, the fabric has a tendency that it wants to shift. This will prevent it from shifting. So now I can cut off and straighten up that first bit, and then without touching anything, I can rotate it back and start cutting. If it's just the regular cotton, you might find you don't need those extra magnets. So I could just move my ruler and now cut. Those really do hold it on, so even if I just accidentally touch it, it's not sliding all over the place. I can line it up, I can have those extra boosters on if I want, but I can leave these magnets on just to keep that fabric still. And cut. If you find as you're cutting, you're pushing this part of the ruler over, and that is a very common thing when we're cutting. We'll usually hold the ruler in the middle, and then as we're cutting, we end up pushing this to the side. If you find that's how you're cutting, add your boosters up at the top. So you're still holding that area where you're comfortable in, but it's just helping you not slide that ruler over. And those magnets definitely help it stay right in place. When I'm subcutting my little pieces, I do like to cut more than one piece at a time. Sometimes I need to open that fabric, so I'll lay my first piece down, my second piece, and I can match up those ends, put that magnet on. You can see where I'm now able to just straighten those up. Smooth it out, put some magnets to keep it in place. I have that strip following the line on the ruler, and I now will be able to cut off this end without having to rotate that ruler. I'm going to use the lines on the mat and the lines of the ruler. I can cut that selvage off and nothing has shifted on me. Move those down and I can cut that first piece. I'm going to line that up again. I just want to smooth this down. I do not want to put any tension. Lock that fabric down, remove the top two, and I can now do my next cut. These nice big booster magnets come with this system. So they'll work for boosting that ruler, and this will work with all fabrics. I do have this nice slippery cuddly fabric. It is a very slippery fabric to use, but the system's going to make it easy. I want to clean this up to one long strip. So I'm just going to put those magnets down and hold it. Now I can rotate my mat and line up my ruler for the first cut and give a little extra boost because that fabric is thick. So that is making that ruler not move. So it's a lot safer to cut if that ruler is not moving. Give a cut, lift up, replace those magnets. How easy is that to rotate? I have that straight line, and I'm going to anchor that ruler. It's not moving, so it's going to be very easy to cut. So it doesn't matter how I rotate things, it's going to stay put for me. And when everything stays put, it means my cutting lines are going to be accurate. So yes, it's still a mat and a cutting ruler, but those magnets really can make a big difference. It also comes in a nice big reusable box, so we can store it in the box. So when we want to take it places, we can. I'll put some links in the description so that you can check it out. And thank you for joining me today on So Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and I do have a newsletter. It's all free under So Very Easy. And be sure to make every day a so-tacular day. Bye for now.